we're lucky to have got this far, and that it's not worth fighting for. The words are written on the wall. Come on and fight back, no starting over again. We'll take it right back from the ones where again it's time to rise up, even though they left us for dead. This is our last stand. Take a chance now and draw a line in the sand. It's in our hands now, no living with regret. It's time to rise up, even though they left us for dead. This is our last stand. This is our last
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me. You got your rules and your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a WWE Wrestling Talk Show with Reese Rock Jones and
Sean Randy Smith.
this is the first official show regarding a pay-per-view since the brand split happened in July.
And yes, we are talking about Backlash.
Yes, a pay-per-view which has not been seen in WWE since 2009. Backlash makes its return on Sunday, September the 11th, which just happens to be this Sunday.
Yes, absolutely this Sunday indeed.
And this is the first SmackDown solo pay-per-view since No Way Out in 2007.
So you're completely right, once again, Reese the Rock.
So let's get moving on to the match card. It may not seem like an awful lot of matches, but they should play out rather interestingly.
They should. What's our first match of the evening?
The first match to be made official was the WWE World Championship match featuring our WWE World Champion and Lunatic Friends Dean Ambrose
Taking on Nominal One, AJ Styles.
Yes, after successfully beating John Cena at SummerSlam, AJ Styles came out and basically says that he is the rightful number one contender to the championship, which has some merit to it. I mean, John Cena is a 15-time former champion, and Styles has been involved in the championship picture before when he had that feud with Roman Reigns following WrestleMania. And if WWE really want to capitalize off him beating John Cena, what a better way to do it than having him in a World Championship match, and more likely than not winning it.
Yeah, so our predictions are, I'm going to say a Dean Ambrose retain.
And I'm saying an AJ Styles win.
Okay.
Our next match features the first of two new championships to be introduced into the WWE, or shall I say SmackDown to be specific, because if you're going to have the brand split work, you need to have titles on both shows, so titles don't cross over and superstars don't cross over with each other unless we come to a Survivor Series or a draft or something.
What is our first title to be decided at Backlash?
The first new championship to be introduced is SmackDown's Women's Championship, and it will be contested in a 6-pack challenge match.
Oh yes, and the Divas, not the Divas, the women, should I say, in the match competing for the title are Becky Lynch,
Alexa Bliss,
Nikki Bella,
Carmella,
and
there's two
Naomi.
Naomi and Natalia.
A good mix of women's wrestlers there.
I would have
But
hazarded a guess that if she hadn't been so stupid or gone something happened, that all Red Everything would have been in this match as well.
yes, but she had to get suspended.
Was she suspended? I thought she was taking a break due to stress brought on by the fans.
No, we all know that. Rubbish. But my prediction, we said this before we went on the air, the title should go to a women's wrestler that was on NXT. So I'm saying either Becky Lynch or Nikki Bella, not Carmella, because I don't think she's ready.
Yes, so you look at this. Three names stand out, and those three names are Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella, who recently returned from injury, or you could put it on Natalia.
Okay. So those are your three predictions.
Because whilst Alexa Bliss and Carmella have potential, I can't see them doing what they did with Finn Balor and immediately put the title on them. And Naomi, I'm just not that big of a fan of.
No. So,
Our next contest will decide SmackDown's Tag Team Championships. Now,
yes.
stay with us here because we're going to be going through some complicated situations.
Yes, one of them is a complicated situation.
So, the SmackDown after SummerSlam, Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan. Shane McMahon, incidentally, had been F5'd by Brock Lesnar on SummerSlam.
Yes.
But that's a different story for a different time. They came out
Correct.
and announced that they were going to have a Women's Championship and Tag Team Championships on SmackDown. We've mentioned the Women's Championships, but now we go to the Tag Team Championships.
So our first match for the SmackDown tournament was...
A tournament was set up to a con that would finish at Backlash to crown the new champions. Originally, we were going to have 7 teams, or 6 teams, but then we had an interesting development, I would say.
Yes, we saw a team form between Heath Slater and Rhino.
Yes, because originally this was going to be American Alpha, Breezango, the Usos, the Ascension, the Hype Bros, and the Vaughn Villains. But then Heath Slater, who has been trying to get a contract on either Raw or SmackDown for weeks, comes out, and Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan offer him one last opportunity and say that if he can find a tag team partner and win the tag team championships, then he will get this contract.
So it's all or nothing for Slater and Rhino.
Yes, but this did come out of blue, because I seem to remember Rhino being the one who gored Heath Slater a couple of
Several
times.
times. But now we're going to get to a very interesting little situation regarding the final of this match.
But we'll get to that in a while. The tournament started out with American Alpha facing Breezango
In which American Alpha won.
to advance. Then the Usos faced the Ascension and they won.
Then we had the Board Villains against,
The Hype Bros.
in which the Hype Bros advanced.
And we had Heath Slater and Rhino go against the Headbangers,
Mosh and Thrasher,
making a return to the WWE.
in which Slater Rhino shockingly won.
So then we went on to the semi-final matches, which took place this past week on SmackDown.
Yes, we had the Usos taking on American Alpha.
Which American Alpha won, and then we had Heath Slater and Rhino defeat the Hype Bros. So the final of this tag team tournament was originally scheduled to be Heath Slater and Rhino versus American Alpha. However, turning heel, the Usos attacked American Alpha, causing an injury to Chad Gable and forcing American Alpha to be removed from the match. So to solve this, at Backlash we will have a tag team match with the Usos taking on the Hype Bros, and the winner of that match will advance to the final to face Heath Slater and Rhino.
Sounds very complicated, but technically it isn't.
My bet would be the Usos advance to the final but lose the match to Heath Slater and Rhino. That's my prediction.
I'm gonna go with exactly the same as well.
Our next match was a very interesting match, and let's just get to it. After being cut open by Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, Randy Orton comes out to the ring and cuts a promo. You can clearly see the staples in his head.
Yeah, I'm hearing staples in my head.
Yeah, he's hearing staples in his head instead of voices. But whilst he's cutting a promo, he's interrupted by Bray Wyatt, or as I like to refer to him sometimes, Undertaker 2.0.
And also,
And incidentally, Bray Wyatt is unaccompanied by his family because Braun Strowman is on Raw. And he's kicked Eric Rowan to the out, or at least that's what appears. And Luke Harper is still on the injured list.
And he reckons that I'm no longer the apex predator. Is he on hippie juice?
Well, to be fair, you've been out of action for a year, and a lot of stuff has happened. So, I mean, within the new era, not the era of the Viper, though.
But like I said before the match at SummerSlam, it only takes one RKO to take Bray Wyatt to Viperville. No enhancement needed.
Yes, but it only takes one Sister Abigail to turn your lights out.
I like that. That's quite cool. That's quite good. So I'm saying I'm going to take Bray Wyatt to Viperville.
I would say that Randy Orton needs to win this match. Although I can sort of see the logic if they won't have Wyatt win it as well, because this could be a rivalry which carries on until like Survivor Series or something, or that sort of area.
Yeah, that's true. Now I'm going to go to a match which is sort of a Roman Reigns style demotion.
Well, we say Roman Reigns style demotion, but not for the same reasons.
True. The match we're talking about.
Well, before we say that, we'll go into the background slightly.
Yes, okay.
These days, following SmackDown, there we have a program on the WWE Network called Smack Talk, which basically is Renee and the panel reviewing the show and talking to the superstars. During one of these, Daniel Bryan was on there, and then the Intercontinental Champion The Miz comes along and cuts a brilliant segment, which is, I'm not sure how to describe it. It's probably half scripted and half shooting on Daniel Bryan.
Yes, I have to admit, it was a very, very shooty type segment.
Basically what it looks like WWE are doing, because we don't know whether it's been ruled out at all yet, is possibly teasing a Daniel Bryan in-ring return, which I'm sure a great number of fans would absolutely love to see.
Yes.
Because Daniel Bryan won the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania 31, was forced to vacate it due to injury, just like he did the year before with the World Championship.
Yep.
And said that when he'd come back, he'd be back for the championship. Well, he hasn't been back, so The Miz shoots off about he's always here, he's always that, bloody blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
And then the next week on SmackDown, The Miz is confronted by an old rival of his and former Intercontinental Champion, Dolph Ziggler.
Then cuts a passionate promo saying the Miz should prove that he's not a coward, not only to the fans but to his wife.
Yes, because part of the shoot was the fact that The Miz wrestles as a coward, which I actually agree with.
Yeah, so did I.
But he's a heel, it's what heels do. But
Now
anyway,
it seems
in any event, Dolph Ziggler challenged The Miz to a Intercontinental Championship match, and that match will take place at Backlash.
yes, and hopefully Dolph Ziggler will become how many time Intercontinental Champion?
I believe it's 5 if he wins the match, and it'll be the equal number as The Miz is currently on. Of course, people have still got a long way to go if they want to get close to Jericho's record.
Not very, very true.
So that completes the match card for Backlash at the moment, because we don't have any advertised kickoff show matches or any matches that could be added onto the card during the show, which does happen from time to time.
True. But until then, he's been
Lisa Rock Jones, and he's been
Sean Randy Smith.
Join us next week for our review. Until then, can you smell while I'm cooking?